Okay, so we just finished up 2 days of training, going through the Designated Marksman course. Quick little hot wash, discussing some of the things that we learned from that. All right, before we started, we discussed some of the expectations. What are the things that we said that should have happened during the course? Trey?
Well, I wanted to learn how to range targets in mills.
All right, so our basic mill relation formula, using our reticle on our rifle. Matt, what are some of the expectations you had for what should have happened?
Strong grasp of the fundamentals and seeing how much effect they have as distances increase, which shooting at 600 did exactly that. I saw how much jerking that trigger at 600 really impacted, or failed to impact.
All right, and prior to this course, what's some of the experience you had in long-range marksmanship?
None. Just stuff I've taught myself, which I was real shaky on until I came here. You confirmed a lot of it for me.
Okay. Matt?
I was actually a designated marksman and in a scout sniper unit in the Army.
Okay.
And after my injury, I kind of lost a lot of those fundamentals, and I was really hoping to get those back, which I did just this weekend.
All right. So we were running, or both of you were running 5.56 platforms for this course. Magnified optics, so that it had your flexibility to engage close quarters and long-range targets. Some of the things we discussed should have happened were our mill relation formula for range estimation, holdovers and hold unders, using the scale on your reticle, taking the max range that we could with that platform. So we went out to 600 yards with the 5.56, and we also discussed alternate shooting positions. Those are things that should have happened. Do we feel those did happen?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Was adequate time spent on all of those?
Absolutely.
And do you feel like you had some significant take back from those that you can continue to use on your own?
Definitely.
All right, cool. What are some of the sustainments that we had from this course, the way it was conducted, that if you were going to do it again or for the next guy, you would hope were done or included?
Definitely the utilization of the sling.
Okay.
Because I didn't think it was that big a deal until I came here and realized how much you can firm up your shooting position.
How we discussed the sling really being a lost art as far as rifle marksmanship, and how you can incorporate it to stabilize in a variety of positions.
Yes.
Okay. Matt?
I really enjoyed how we got hands-on with the technology that's out there, training in on that with the Kestrel, and how just how useful it can be, and then how the different formulas for the different calibers, and really highlighting how much the difference between a 77 grain and a 55 grain and a 69 grain. Because before this, when I was at Academy, I was just looking at price. And now, when I'm leaving this course, I'm definitely going to look for that consistency. And even just looking at the rounds, just seeing how a round of the same weight, but with different bullet signatures, had a completely different result than a round of the same weight with different characteristics. So that was just something that was really cool to me, and something I figured played a difference, but going through this course, I really learned how much of a difference it did make.
So was this your first time to actually use the Kestrel?
Yes.
All right. Do both of you think that enabled you to get your effective hits in a short manner of time?
Completely.
And you can take that away, and you can use that on a variety of platforms. But at the end of the course, you're still going to have your hard copy data from everything you did in here that you can continue to use. All right. What about improvements? Anything you say, hey, this is what I'd like to see next time? Or what shouldn't be included because this really wasn't as efficient or effective as it could have been?
Maybe we should have set up that 1,000-yard target just to see.
All right. Matt?
Let's see. We had the unknown distances. Maybe even having like the 50s set up also on that other range instead of just the hundreds. So that way, coming into this, learning the difference between a 350 and a 400.
So actually more steel targets.
Yeah.
Okay, more steel targets is always a good thing.
And then also developing that shooting from an elevated position platform once that gets developed, that'll be really cool too.
All right. What was the best part of the course, or your shining moment for you as a shooter? Like, if you're like, that's when it was worth my money, that's the best part of the course. For me, what would you say that was?
I would say I just now in the unknown distance course, when I corrected for windage, then I came back, I bracketed my windage, and then went for the headshot and got it.
And that was a headshot at, what did we say that was?
It was 400 and almost 500 yards.
Almost 500 yards with 5.56. We'll take that. Matt?
I'd have to say the same thing. Just today, having all those, everything we learned over the whole course of the weekend, just dropped in at once, trying to do that mill, then punch it into the Kestrel to get that formula back, being able to punch that in, and then apply all those fundamentals to make that formula. And sure shit, it rang true every time. And that was just really, really exciting, especially since a lot of them weren't at that 50, they were at that odd one. And so getting that formula to that precise of a number, being able to punch that in, I felt that was really, really exciting.
I think the best part for me was watching your progression as a shooter throughout 2 days. I mean, Matt, when you first got here, your shot group was shaky, but we got you to apply the fundamentals consistently, changed the way you shoot a little bit, and you saw your accuracy just skyrocket. Trey, that first day out the gate, you did a quarter to half MOA group with your LaRue rifle. That was just mind-blowing. That was awesome shooting. But then everything we threw at you, you were catching like that. You adapted very quickly on the fly. I think that was the best part of the course for me, was seeing your progression throughout the course. And I always enjoy shooting, but it was really cool seeing you two shoot and develop as individuals.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you coming out. I had a blast shooting with you. The only challenge, what I would challenge you to do next, is go find somebody else you can shoot with, continue to develop, and see what they can teach you so you become an even better shooter from this point. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a great plan.
Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.